Since its emergence a little over 4 years ago with the detection of the first cases in Wuhan, China, the circulation of SARS-CoV-2 has continued without interruption. If we take the example of France, we can visualize the intensity of this circulation and its variations over time, and revisit this in the light of the evolution of the virus. By visualizing the number of confirmed cases reported on the WHO website, we can see the initial waves with a first sharp increase at the end of 2020, but without comparison with the wave at the beginning of 2022. In 2023, the system for reporting cases in France has changed, and the practices of the population too, but we can turn to other indicators, for example the positivity rate of tests, or the detection of the virus in wastewater. These data still show circulation in waves, even if it is difficult to correlate with the number of cases. At the same time, thanks to data shared on the GISAID database by numerous teams in France with the EMERGEN consortium, we can know which are the main variants circulating at a given time and their proportion. We can then see distinct phases in the pandemic, first of all the initial virus and its close descendants in 2020, then the appearance of the first so-called variants of concern or VOC, then the Omicron variants which are still circulating today. If the initial viruses were very close to each other, the first VOC were more divergent and distinct, including Alpha, Beta and Delta. The diffusion of Alpha was gradual and represented an important replacement, with the co-circulation of other lineages. Delta represented a much faster and stronger replacement, with a frequency very close to 100% within a few weeks. The circulation of Omicron variants can also be divided into several phases, the first Omicron, the XBB recombinants, and most recently the JN. The same almost total replacement took place repeatedly with Omicron. Delta was replaced by BA1, itself replaced by BA2, before the arrival of BA5 and a co-circulation phase. At the beginning of 2023, the XBB recombinants gradually replaced the BA Omicrons, and diversified, before being swept away at the end of 2023 by the BA.2.86 and especially its descendant JN.1. If these variants successively replaced their predecessors, sometimes very quickly, it is because they had an advantage in transmission in the population, and this advantage differed over time. And these emergences can be directly associated with certain waves of cases, notably the BA1 wave, which illustrates their very significant impact on the pandemic.